What's that? You want to be scared? Come with me. You will experience tales of horror, ghosts, and death. It is not recommended for the weak at heart. Listen in the dark. It's more fun that way. This is Weekly Spooky.
Hello, my friends, and thank you so much for joining me. I am your host and narrator, Henrik Kuto, and welcome to another slice of Halloween. But it's not quite summer, but it sure feels like summer. I am here melting away as I record. In Ohio, it is very sunny and in the 80s. I'd be lying if I said I was prepared for that. I've had the air conditioning running, but I have to shut it off when I'm recording because, it creates noise. And oh man, the house is heating up like 3 degrees in less than an hour. So I'm going to keep this brief in order to not expire while I do the show. Although I guess that would be a grand irony, wouldn't it? To die under mysterious circumstances while recording a podcast involving mysterious circumstances. But I digress. I'm getting a little too goofy. Spring is here. It has sprung so hard right in our eyes. And I'm popping my allergy medicine and trying to stay cool. I hope everybody else listening to this is staying cool. But today, with the help of Rob Fields, we're going to give you some extra thrills and chills to cool you down as summer approaches with this little story that, again, involves the urban legends, the urban myths that were proliferated in chain emails and weird websites with horrible-looking backgrounds where you had to highlight the text in order to read it. Today, we've got another one of those, another one based on that weird tradition of sharing things about the unknown, about fearing the things of the unknown, and more. But maybe the things we're afraid of aren't that alien to us after all. The High Beam Initiation by Rob Fields. It's Friday night, and I'm sitting in the back seat of a Ford Mustang as we're driving down a nearly deserted country road. As it turns out, I'm a pledge for the Sigma Kappa Beta fraternity. But wait, I'm a girl. You might be asking, shouldn't I be pledging a sorority? As it turns out, Strickfield University has all-male fraternities, all-female sororities, and a few co-ed fraternities. I've been told the Sigmas are one of the top fraternities to be a member of. I've been pledging this fraternity for a while now. While we do have fun, even as pledges, we've had to do a select few choice things we're not supposed to talk about. This car ride tonight is one of them. I'm sitting in between Blaine Nelson and Constance Vanderbilt, the two co-heads of this fraternity. Looking at us, you'd swear we were part of some rich people club. We're expected to wear our polo shirts, skirts for girls, and trousers for guys, and loafers with socks. We even have ascots around our necks. Since we're supposed to be prominent members of both the university and of society, we're expected to conduct ourselves as such. I glance over my shoulder and see the other car following behind us, a Dodge Charger. Then I look ahead again. Constance takes hold of my hand. Don't worry, love. It won't be that bad once it's your initiation. Tonight, we're going to see what William Hartley will be doing, and what the few others before him did, and you next Friday, Blaine adds. We drive down the road for a little while longer. Then I notice it gets darker behind me. I look over my shoulder and see that the Charger now has its headlights off. I turn back around and am about to ask about that, but I notice that the lights are off now in this car, too. It's all part of the initiation, Blaine tells me. Nothing to worry about. Constance still holds my hand. Don't be scared. I try to relax and just enjoy the ride. We're coming to a long stretch of straight road after a series of curves. Just ahead, a car comes towards us. We have a possibility, Blaine kind of sings quietly. I'm about to ask him what he means, but then The car ahead of us flashes their brights. Normally, that's what people do when they want you to know you don't have your headlights on after dark. Constance squeezes my hand a little. Get ready. After we pass the car, we suddenly screech into a hard turn, like in the movies. As we straighten and pursue the car that flashed us, the Charger also turns around and again follows behind us. Carson Van Horn, our driver, looks in the rearview mirror. Yeah, it's her all right. We got her. We hit the gas. Now we move into the opposite lane and are soon next to the flashing car. I look to see who's driving. It's still too dark to see who's inside, but it does look like a girl, based on her long hair. Carson honks the horn, one blare after another, then it's one continuous blare. The flashing car tries to speed away, but it's no match for this Mustang. We speed up and soon drive past it. Suddenly, Carson hits the brakes and swerves in front of the other car. The other car brakes suddenly and swerves off the road. The Charger moves and stops right next to the passenger side door. I wonder why. I guess I'll soon find out. Constance pats my head. Showtime, Caprice. Time to see how your initiation will be next Friday night. We get out of our cars. The girl gets out of her car. She turns to run, and then something just tears the night air. Was that a gun? The girl cries out, then she slams hard against her open door and tumbles over it. We all move over to the girl. All I can do is feel my heart pounding rapidly. Did somebody really shoot her? Good job, William, I hear Donna Blossom chime. Now finish the bitch. The girl whimpers in pain as we close in on her. I still can't see her face fully, because there isn't much light. Also, the moon's not full. She tries to stand up, but William raises his pistol and shoots her again. The girl screams loudly. William steps up to her and shoots her once more. In the stomach. She groans and forces herself to sit up. Then she screams at us in defiance. You'll be fucking sorry! All of you! Constance lets go of my hand. Then she and Blaine lower themselves. No, bitch, Constance murmurs. You were the one who fucked up. You never challenged the Sigmas. Blaine chuckles. Yeah, calling the police on us for last Friday night's initiation? Seriously? Constance spits in the girl's face. You got our pledge expelled, you stupid cunt. We simply can't let that stand, can we? Go ahead, William, Blaine tells him. It's your show. William lashes out with his foot and kicks the girl in the face to send her full on her back. Then he aims his pistol and empties the rest into her face. I want to gasp and faint, but I'm too paralyzed right now. The full Sigmas gather around William and congratulate him. I don't really hear what they're saying. Did this really happen? A girl is killed in a cold-blooded initiation? It's almost like we did the gang ritual or some shit. I mean, I know our co-ed fraternity has issues with certain people on our campus, but did it have to come to this? Christ, my heart won't stop pounding. Donna grabs William and sucks face with him. Then I look up again and hear the others cheering Donna and William on. Then they get on the ground and start fucking right next to the girl's body. You're one of us, honey, Donna cheers to William. You're a full Sigma now. Yeah, Blaine assures him. Now you'll truly reap the benefits of being a Sigma. I lower myself and use my smartphone camera light on the body. Then I see the tattoo on the girl's inner right wrist. It looks like a figure 8 ribbon, but blue. I quickly stand up and move to the girl's car. Where are you going? Constance calls to me. We have to get rid of the evidence, right? I call back. I'm getting the girl's purse. Good call. I get in the girl's car. Her purse is sitting in the passenger side. I yank it over to me and pull out her wallet. Using my smartphone camera light, I learn whom William just killed. My eyes grow wide when I see it was Melody Carlisle. I fucking know this girl. She was a co-chair of an organization that operates on our campus. I can't say which one. Once the other co-chair, her fraternal twin sister Katie, learns of Melody's death, there's going to be some serious fucking hell to pay. I guarantee it. It's Friday again, and my initiation into the Sigmas is tonight. I've managed to do everything in my power to keep both my composure and a straight face. Even when I find myself walking past Melody's friends, I have to really give it my all to keep from going batshit crazy. Oh, those girls give me dirty looks. You know what I'm talking about. In fact, I'm in the restroom over at Kendall Hall when I finally realize that I've made a critical mistake. I'm alone, without a Sigma brother or sister. Suddenly, I hear the door being pulled shut. I turn to see Katie Carlisle and two other girls beside her. No doubt, there are one or two more standing outside, keeping people out. There's nowhere to run. Katie Carlisle is on me just like that. She backs me up against a wall and presses a hand over my shoulder to hold me there. Then she glares into my eyes and gives me a deadly smile. Her always purring, whispering voice cuts me to the bone. You were there last Friday night, Caprice. You didn't kill Melody, but you were there. I had no idea, I stammer. You're the only pledge, so why would you? Katie shakes her head slowly. And killing you isn't an option. I would never allow that. You need to make this right. But, I sputter. Katie leans in and gently brushes her lips to mine and pecks them. If you don't, you'll have so much to lose. All you've worked for, you'll have just pissed away. It doesn't have to be this way. You're not initiated Sigma yet. You still have time to do the right thing. I'll go to the police, I stammer. You can, but you'll still lose everything. Katie's face is still dangerously close to mine. And the police can't protect you. Not from us. If you really want to make things right, with yourself, with me. The two other girls gather in. There's no way out of this. It's Friday night now. It's my turn to become a full Sigma initiate. As with last Friday night, I'm sitting in between Blaine and Constance in the back of Carson's Mustang. Don't worry, love, Constance assures me. As before, she's holding and caressing my hand. I've been conditioning you all week. You've got this. I'll be okay, I assure her. Blaine hands me the semi-automatic pistol. Not the same one William used. Here you go. It's fully locked and loaded. I take my hand back from Constance and cradle the pistol, which feels very heavy. I caress it and know that this piece of hot metal is the key to unlocking my whole future. Once I complete my initiation, the world is my oyster. The Sigmas got intel that Katie Carlisle herself is going to be my target. She's supposed to be heading down this county road that we're turning onto right now. Supposedly, she takes this road when she wants to go home and visit her family. Remember, Katie and Melody are both high-profile girls on our campus. Amazing, huh? As Sigmas, we're supposed to be doing stupid shit like keggers and charity drives, but that's only a cover. Turns out that a select few fraternities and sororities are into way more than just academics. The Sigmas want to be tops, so they eliminate their rivals. I've dulled my emotions from what happened last Friday night. Just seeing William soaking it up as a full Sigma brother since he completed his initiation. He's sucking face with Donna in the front seat as she sits on his lap. He throws himself around now, just like the rest of the Sigmas. I sigh to myself. Just a little while longer. Soon, we see the lights of an oncoming car. This has to be our target. This has to be Katie Carlisle coming. Soon, so very soon, I'm going to solidify my destiny. I'm going to complete my initiation. No one and nothing will stop me. The headlights on both the Sigma vehicles are out. The oncoming car is approaching quicker. Then, the headlights flash. And again, After passing the car, Carson slams on the brakes and turns the Mustang sharply. The Charger follows suit once we're in pursuit. Carson floors the gas and quickly gets us within close proximity of what should be my conquest. As with Melody Carlisle, we get this other car pulled over. The Charger pulls up next to the passenger door, which I understand is to block it, to keep a victim from escaping that way. We get out of the Mustang and walk to the other car to see that Katie Carlisle is indeed sitting behind the wheel. I raise my pistol and aim it right at her. "You picked the wrong fucking night to be out driving, you stupid bitch," I say to her. The moon is full tonight. Katie looks right at me and purrs back. "Did I?" "Bitch, don't you understand what's going on here?" I demand sharply. "You and your bitches crossed the Sigmas way too many times. You don't seem to understand that we do whatever the fuck we want, without a fucking care in the world, without mercy. You should have just stayed on campus." Katie laughs. "But if I did that," she even has the balls to get out of her car. "If I did that, I'd miss your initiation, and that certainly is not an option." She steps right up to me. "I want to stare deep into your eyes as you use that gun and complete your initiation." And stare deep into my eyes she does. Katie's not the least bit afraid, and believe me, I haven't forgotten what she said to me when I was cornered in the restroom earlier this afternoon. I put the barrel of the pistol right in between her always exposed cleavage, right on her fucking heart. She stretches her arms out wide. "You ready to complete your initiation, Caprice?" "I'm right here." She's still looking deep into my eyes. "Do it." I immediately lock my emotions away and focus. It's initiation time. No backing out now. With lightning speed, I pull the pistol away from Katie. I turn, take quick aim at William, and fire 2 shots. The first bullet goes right between his eyes. The second one goes into his heart. The motherfucker is dead before he hits the ground. As Donna reacts, I raise my pistol and repeat the shots. The bitch is also dead before she hits the ground. The rest of the Sigmas give me a bewildered look. I raise my pistol to fire again, this time at Constance, but Katie stops me. "No, you've completed your initiation, Caprice. You're officially one of us now." "What the fuck is this?" Carson yells. "Caprice here was tapped long ago by our organization," Katie tells them. "You see, we know you've been killing off people on campus for a while now. But when you killed my sister, you crossed a line you never cross with us. After talking to Caprice this afternoon, we knew she was a perfect fit. She always was." "You fucking cunt!" Constance yells at me. Katie looks her way. "Before you so harshly judge her, you have to understand something about Caprice. She was never going to be a Sigma. There was no way we'd ever let her." Katie turns me to face her. "Welcome, my new sister. You're a blue ribbon now." Katie then wraps her arms around me and draws me in for a deep, passionate kiss. When we stop, we turn to face the still bewildered Sigmas. Constance is confused. "Blue ribbon?" I lifted up my polo shirt, and Katie undoes a shoulder strap on her top. We use our smartphone lights to show our matching blue ribbon tattoos above our left breasts. Katie explains. "The blue ribbons are what you would call a secret society. Our main purpose is to groom individuals to help control. How do you think people from our types of organizations get into our government and help keep it corrupt?" "What's that?" "Oh, I'm sorry, but I never said I was the hero of this story." "Katie's the love of my life," I explain. "Turns out we had a huge fight months ago. I left the blue ribbons while I was training under them. I wasn't thinking straight when I let you people talk me into pledging Sigma. And when you killed Melody, Katie's twin sister, I felt I was as good as dead." "I would never have let you go that easily, baby," Katie purrs. "I love you. We have too much history together." She glares at the Sigmas now. "And speaking of history, As if on cue, the doors to the Charger open. The Sigmas are surprised to see all the girls getting out of the car. All blue ribbons. "Oh, we took care of the rest of your fellow Sigmas earlier," Katie explains. The other blue ribbons gather around what's now left of the Sigmas. "Caprice has completed her initiation and is officially one of us now, ladies," Katie announces. "The rest of these Sigma fuckers are yours. Kill them however you like." You won't get away with this," Blaine yells. But we will," I tell them. "Yeah, a few cars have passed by and probably saw what was going on, but they didn't see our faces. Too dark for that, even with the full moon. And we're way better than you Sigmas at covering up evidence. Once you're all dead, there will likely be an investigation." Katie continues. "All people are going to know about your initiations is what we decide to spread around. We'll create a new local lore around Strickfield. People will soon come to call this legend the Gang High Beam Initiation." Katie and I both watch with glee as the Sigmas are cut down. The Sigmas at Strickfield University no longer exist, and as far as you're concerned, neither do the blue ribbons. And this initiation night has come to the end. Thank you so much, Rob, for the great, creepy story. I love how Rob takes some of the eerie urban myths and kind of translates them into something a little bit different. For those who are not super duper familiar with the High Beam's initiation story, it was that there were time periods where you would get, email forwards, chain letters from your crazy aunt or whoever telling you, hey, don't flash your lights at anybody who's forgotten to turn on their headlights because it's gang initiation night. And if you do, somebody is going to run you off the road. And it was usually Crips or the Bloods. It was something about some kind of like inner city gang that the people writing the message didn't know anything about, which is what made it extra scary because it would spread and perforate in those middle class areas where nobody really knew anything about the Crips or the Bloods. So they would assume that maybe, just maybe, these street gangs are actually roving around looking for randos to murder in order to prove their cred on the street. And that could be very scary, especially to little blue-haired ladies who had access to email for the first time ever. They were probably extremely, extremely spooked. So I hope you enjoyed listening to that one. I enjoyed reading it, and we have a very special one next week as well. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. I am burning up. It is so warm. I gave up and turned the air conditioning back on as soon as I was done recording the story. I'm hoping that the background music will cover up the humming, the comforting hum of the air conditioner, which I desperately needed. But real quick, I want to thank everybody who's been supporting us at weeklyspooky.com, heading over to Patreon and supporting us there. I want to thank our podcast boosters on Patreon, Kevin Fry, Jack Kerr, Karen Wiemet, Jason Limberg, I am Mr. Cheeseball, which is Jerry Roth, Craig Cohen, and Rob Fields. Thank you guys for supporting us. So for myself, for our producer Dan Wilder, for our composer Ray Mattis, I will talk at you later, and thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to find your way back next week. But for now, you are safe. Trust me.